Hello, Toastmasters and friends. Let us now welcome contestant number 1, Edith Garden. Immortality. Immortality, Edith Garden.
Immortality! Season is yours. Churches, friends, guests, fellow Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Do you believe you can be immortal in this lifetime? Do you? How many says, yes, they can be immortal in this lifetime? How many says, no, they could never be immortal in this lifetime? They say it takes 3 things for man to be immortal. 1, he plants a tree. 2, he writes a book. And 3, he bears a son. Now, under what category do you belong? Written a book? Planted a tree? Bore a son? What about those who belong to the category none of the above? But wait, there's one more. They say the good teacher is immortal because a good teacher never knows when his influence will stop. Fellow Toastmasters, we are all teachers. There is a teacher in each one of us. Each time we mentor, each time we coach, each time we evaluate, we are doing something immortal that may outlast our own lifetime. You see, when we evaluate, even as a language evaluator, a table topic, or a prepared speech, that evaluation creates an impact on the life of the person who may have received those words of encouragement, those words of motivation. By being upright and honest with a person, we create pathways to his learning, and that he would remember. On the downside of things, when we demotivate, when our words are too harsh, or when we simply do not care enough to give the best evaluation, we can still be remembered. But unfortunately, not for the right reasons. Either way, the path to immortality has taken shape. Fellow Toastmasters and friends, do you remember your first teacher in school?
Yes.
Yes. How did your first teacher come to you? A pleasing experience or a terrorizing, traumatic one? Terrorizing. But you still remember. I remember the teacher I feared most. He was my math teacher. And the teacher I admired most, he was my teacher in poetry. So either way, we remember. Someone said, all the things I learned in life, I learned in kindergarten. Right? What you learned before, you carry on with you. You see, whenever we are asked to evaluate, we listen. That speech to us may not be as brilliant, may not be as mind-boggling as we wanted it to be. It may not even have met the objectives in the manual. But if we listen with our heart and recognize the voice struggling and finally finding the courage to speak out and share a story, that is immortality happening And that is why no Toastmasters meeting should ever be put to waste. We build blocks upon blocks of human interaction, of human relationship. We may not be here for the longest time, but what we do, the kindness, the goodness that we spread will outlast our own lifetime. And for every person you have met with, when his time comes, or when his turn comes to mentor and evaluate, he would remember and spread on what we have taught him. You see, from the goodness of our heart, from our generosity, we give of our time, our talent, our expertise, without seeking any recompense, but that lives on, leaving imprints in the heart and in the mind. And we may not influence the world at one time, but we can touch a life one day at a time. And that life touches another life. And that another life touches more lives. Fellow Toastmasters, isn't that immortality? Have we not planted enough seeds for us? Have we not, out of the goodness of our heart, made sure that we live on in the lives of those we have touched and may live behind? Fellow Toastmasters, immortality, seize it, is yours. Understood?
Could we have 1 minute of silence for the judges to fill out their ballot?